everyone, what is going on? So we have a longer video for you guys today. It's about 25 minutes, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. We're doing more Fusion Cup battles. I am going up against subscriber Sidby. I had shoutcasted a few of his tournaments, so thank you for allowing me to do that. But let's go ahead and take a look at his team. He is running Charizard, Poliwrath, Breloom, interesting spicy pick, Noctowl, Altaria, and Whiscash. And my team is going to be that Charizard, Poliwrath, Shiftry, Altaria, Whiscash, and we are trying out Froslass for this cup. So, Froslass obviously has been around for a long time. I've used it in my original Twilight Cup. I won the Mirror Cup Twilight Cup with Froslass. It's such a powerful Pokemon. I knew it was super powerful. I don't know if I knew how powerful it was because it did quite a bit of damage to like Noctowl. It did more damage than I expected. So very, very solid Pokemon. And yeah, just a really solid pick and one that I'm actually debating on bringing into my team because it does so much damage. The one thing you do have to watch out for is it is super, super squishy. So even though you're going to be doing a lot of damage to like Altaria, to Noctowl, to other Pokemon with Shadow Ball, because Shadow Ball does hit really hard, you're also going to be taking a lot of damage because it doesn't resist Dragon Breath, right? It doesn't resist other moves, even like Shiftry's Leaf Blade, it's not going to resist that. And also Foul Play obviously does a lot of damage. So, it will resist, I guess, fighting moves from Poliwrath and Ice Punch, so it is a good counter to Poliwrath. But yeah, it's still going to be taking a good amount of damage from those moves in general. Quite a bit of damage, actually. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you decide to run Froslass. It is squishy, but it is very powerful. So it's kind of like a trade-off. I guess in a similar fashion to Shiftry, although Shiftry just charges up super fast with Snarl. But yeah, I mean, I loved Froslass for this cup. So for the next match, he is leading with that Breloom, and I have my Froslass. Now, to be totally honest, I had no idea what Breloom wanted to do. I don't even know what moves it got. I think it gets Dynamic Punch, and I don't even know what else. C-Bomb? I don't know what moves it gets, so I am going with my Froslass. I do decide to block this because, as I said, I didn't know what it wanted to do, and I know I'm squishy. Could have taken it because we are part Ghost, but I decided to shield it just because I didn't know what move it was going to be. I wanted to kind of fish for that and find out what it could have been. He does bring in his Charizard, and I do decide to go for the Avalanche, hoping to catch his shield, expecting to. So we do go ahead, get his last shield, and then we go for the Shadow Ball. And as you guys know, Shadow Ball is a really powerful move. That is not quite going to knock out Charizard. It comes super close, though. I thought it was going to knock it out, but it comes super, super close. Totally worth it. We bring in Whiscash. We could take a Blast Burn. We could take a Dragon Claw. So we are going to do just that. We could take an Overheat should it have it. It doesn't, but if it did, we could take it. And now because he's out of shields, we could safely go for a Blizzard against this Noctowl. I am going to go ahead and shield this Sky Attack. Again, I believe, pretty sure we could have taken that. In fact, I know we could have, but I decided to shield to preserve my health. Getting off a Blizzard, I do switch immediately to feint him down with Dragon Breath because I knew that wouldn't knock out Noctowl, although it comes close. And then he'll bring in Charizard, and Charizard is going to immediately feint to Dragon Breath. So we do go ahead and win that game. So very good game, very good game. And let's see what happens. We're going to go ahead and get into another one, of course. Leading with Froslass, he is leading with Altaria, so we do catch the lead. Very powerful lead for us. As I said, we are taking good damage from Dragon Breath, but he's still going to want to get out of there because he is double weak. We do switch in just in time to catch the Mud Bomb with Poliwrath. So, I mean, it still does a fair amount of damage, but, we are successfully able to catch it. I'm going to let another one go off, and this is going to do more damage to us, so the damage certainly is adding up. I am charging up a little bit extra, and then I do get off the Dynamic Punch. Now, I wasn't expecting a shield, although he does decide to go ahead and shield. That's why I go for the Dynamic Punch. I am going to let this one go. So I do let my Poliwrath go down. His Whiscash will knock out my Poliwrath. That's totally fine. I'm okay with letting that happen. We do lose switch advantage at this point, but we do have shield advantage. And we both actually switch at the same time, and I go for my Avalanche. Now, I knew this would do a lot because I know how strong Froslass is. It actually did more than I thought it would to that Noctowl, but that's some really good damage. I mean, Noctowl is super bulky, isn't it? So We do a good amount of damage, and then we're just able to farm him down. We do go ahead and invest the shield to keep our Froslass healthy. Froslass will take shields, so or will cost you shields a lot of the times. So we are going to go ahead and let's see what attack comes through. It is going to be that mud bomb. That's fine. We're able to take it, and I do successfully get to an avalanche. Might as well just go for the avalanche, knowing how strong of an attack Froslass has. I knew it would knock him out. He does bring in his Altaria. Unfortunately, we can't get to another avalanche, but that is okay because we have an Altaria, we have a shield in the bank, and we can get to this Dragon Pulse, which is going to be able to knock out his opposing Altaria. So we do go ahead and take that one. I'm kind of going back and forth between Altaria and Noctowl. I'm not sure which one I want to run. I know you can run both, and I did for one video, but I'm still thinking about it. I'm still trying both options. So for the next match, I lead with my Wishcash, and he leads with his Altaria. So this could be good for us. It depends if we could land that Blizzard. We are going to go ahead and shield up this Sky Attack. And we do get to the Blizzard, and I do go ahead and go for that bait. So we do go for the Mud Bomb, hoping to catch a shield, and he does shield. So that was good for us. And now we charge up to the Blizzard. I had thought about going for a double bait, but I decided not to because I knew this would take his last shield if he shielded, as he does. So at least we take both shields. If he didn't shield the Mud Bomb, it would have kind of been a little bit risky for us. I mean, if he didn't shield it, he would have been in a better position. So I did decide just to go straight for that Blizzard. I bring in Froslass. He switches into Charizard, and because he is out of shields, I am going for that Shadow Ball. Is Avalanche better? I know both are neutral. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not sure. Which one do you think is better against the Charizard? But either way, he does get off his charge move. It is going to be a Dragon Claw. We're actually able to take it and then feint down the Charizard. So that's totally fine. That's totally cool. He brings in Altaria. Again, cannot get to that Avalanche. And then we bring in Shiftry. So I think my mistake was probably not shielding that Dragon Claw from Charizard. We would have been able to get to an Avalanche and knocked out this Altaria if we did that. But I am charging up to a Foul Play, so we do go ahead and get off a Foul Play. Shiftry does have a good attack. It's not going to knock it out, though, which is unfortunate. And then he switches into his Noctowl. Definitely not good for us. Not looking good. Could we have won if we shielded against his Dragon Claw from Charizard? I don't think so. I don't think so, because I still think he would have been able to knock it out, and he had a Noctowl, which is going to be strong against Shiftry, same as, well, no, we would have knocked out Altaria. I don't know, it would have been close. We might have actually been able to win. I don't know. I'm trying to think. We might have been able to win that had we shielded that Dragon Claw from Charizard, but that's okay. It is what it is. We're going to jump into the next game. I lead with Altaria, and he leads with Wishcash. So again, have to watch out for that Blizzard. I am going to go ahead and charge up to a Sky Attack, and I do let it go. So we are going to go ahead and get off that Sky Attack right now. He will shield that up. Totally fine. I wasn't planning on switching, that I wasn't like a miss switch or not. It's not like the switch didn't go through. I was just checking what I had in the back. So I do go ahead and correctly shield that Blizzard. So that was good for us. It wasn't a bluff. I am going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack, and he will shield that up. So we do take his second shield, and I decide to shield this one up. So we both trade shields. It is a Blizzard, so correct call on our end. He switches into Charizard. I'm actually okay with this because he's out of shield, so I'm going to go ahead and go for that Sky Attack. And the Sky Attack will do a decent amount of damage. I mean, we don't hit the Excellent, but that's okay. I know I could take this Dragon Claw, so we're going to do that. And we do take that Dragon Claw and then knock out the Charizard. So that's good for us. Now, we both are out of shields, but I'm up a Pokemon, and he is very low on his Wishcash. We actually feint down Wishcash. Even if he got to a Mud Bomb, though, it wouldn't have done a lot to us. And then I immediately click on my Dragon Pulse. Obviously, in that situation, I mean, Sky Attack would have been better, but I just like immediately, I saw that I was at it, I just clicked on it. It doesn't matter because we're still in a dominating position and we're still going to win this game, but obviously that situation, a Sky Attack would have been better against the Poliwrath. But so we do go for the Shadow Ball, and we knock out Poliwrath, and we do go ahead and take that game. We actually have all three Pokemon remaining, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So as I told you guys, my tournament is going to be next week, so I am looking forward to that. So I lead with my Shift Tree, he leads with Noctowl. This is absolutely terrible for me. We are going to switch into my Froslass. He brings in Charizard. Again, this is not good for us, obviously, but because of how high Froslass's attack is, we're either going to take shield or do a lot of damage. So we're actually going to get to another Avalanche. So are we going to take both shields? Let's find out. Let's find out. We do. We do take both shields from that Charizard just because he knows how strong Froslass is. He even told me after the games that Froslass was causing him some trouble. But, I don't really have a great answer to it. Well, I mean, I have Whiscash, which would knock out Charizard with a Blizzard at this range. So that's my ultimate goal, is to get to a Blizzard. I knew I had to go for Blizzard. So I am going to go ahead and charge up. However, he brings in Noctowl, and after seeing the Noctowl, I decided to go for the Blizzard on the Noctowl because I know I have Shift Tree in the back, and Shift Tree is not going to do well against Noctowl or his Charizard. So I definitely have to go ahead and protect my Whiscash and knock out this Noctowl. So I am going to go ahead and switch. I tried to switch and farm down the Noctowl with Snarl so I could have energy for his following Pokemon. It didn't happen though because he did get to a Sky Attack, although we are able to feint him. Did cost us a shield, unfortunately, but that's okay. So we'll see what comes in. It's going to be that Altaria. So again, something else that Shift Tree is really not good against. All three of his Pokemon are basically strong against Shift Tree. I mean, we'll get off these foul plays. It's going to do a good amount of damage to Altaria, so that's fine. We'll see what happens. So we get off another one, doing a lot of damage, and then he switches into Charizard, and I'm just trying to get to this foul play. I could have went for a Leaf Blade, but I didn't, and he gets to a Charge Attack. So yeah, we're not going to win this one. He's going to go ahead and take this game, so that's fine. Getting off a Blast Burn. And this Blast Burn is going to knock us out. I am lagging, but it doesn't matter. The Blast Burn is actually, ironically enough, I forgot about that. The Blast Burn didn't take us out because we glitched. So as you can see, he's lagging at this point. So, I'm not going to... I could attack, but I'm not going to because that would be messed up, right? So we're just going to... I mean, I am attacking, but I'm not going to go for my charge moves. I'm going to let him knock me out because he won this game. I don't know why the damage didn't go through. But I still wanted to show you the game, so it's pretty interesting. So I'm just waiting for him to get to a charge move to knock me out, because he did legitimately win the game. It just didn't go through for whatever reason. So he's going to go ahead and knock me out, knock out my Whiscash. Obviously, in a tournament setting, I would have just given him that game, obviously. I wouldn't have asked for a rematch. That would have been messed up. But so that was a good game. For the next one, he totally catches me on the lead. I do believe I switch right away into my own Charizard. I didn't go into Altaria because it is weak to Dragon Claw, so I didn't go into it. And I am going to go ahead and go for that Blast Burn. He actually is going to shield that up. And then he brings in Whiscash, and I'm going to go for a Blast Burn again because I just want to do a lot of damage. I mean, Blast Burn does a lot of damage to whatever it goes up against. Not whatever, but like a lot of things, right? So he's going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb. And, that does a good amount. We do resist it, but it still does a good amount. He just needs one more Mud Bomb. Charizard is squishy. I'm going to go ahead and shield this one up because I was confident I could get to a Blast Burn and knock out that Whiscash as we do. So we do go ahead and successfully get to it. He will shield it up though, so we do take his last shield. So I'm totally fine with that. And we're going to be taking his energy, which is going to be a Mud Bomb. So he does knock out Charizard, that's fine. I still am up a shield though, so I'm okay with it. I do bring in my Froslass just to try and charge up energy. I was trying to switch into my Altaria to catch the Mud Bomb, but I wasn't able to do so. He got to a Mud Bomb before, and that's fine. He switches into Charizard, and I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Altaria. That is a blind switch. So he does go for Blast Burn, so luckily we did catch the Blast Burn. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and take this Dragon Claw. So doing a lot of damage to us. We are really low, and he actually gets to another one. So this is going to knock us out or take my last shield. I do allow it to go through. So that is going to knock out Altaria, and then I click on my Avalanche with Froslass immediately. Don't forget, I did charge up energy with my Froslass. So we do go ahead and knock out his Charizard. Then he brings in his Noctowl, and this is where it gets crazy. He pulls a switch to catch my Avalanche. That was an amazing switch. After that, I thought I had lost this game, but I am charging up. I do go ahead and shield this. Obviously, I have no choice. It is going to be a Sky Attack, and I am going to get to an Avalanche. And I did not think that this Avalanche would knock out the Noctowl. I thought he would survive and be able to knock me out, but it knocks out Noctowl. It does. It must have been close. You could see the power of Froslass right there. But yeah, I mean, I thought I had the game before he pulled that switch into Wishcash to catch the Avalanche, and then after he did that, I thought I was going to lose because that was an amazing play, but we still won. That's the power of Froslass, guys. That is the power of Froslass, isn't it? So we're going to go ahead and go for an Avalanche against his Noctowl. So he is going to go ahead and shield it, probably after realizing how much damage it did. At that range, he would have survived, I think, but it still would have done a lot. We're going to block with this Sky Attack. In fact, I was so impressed with my Froslass's performance that I'm actually thinking of running it on my finalized team, which should be coming out early next week, I believe, that video. But yeah, I'm really liking Froslass now. I mean, I've liked it before, but I just like it a lot. I do switch into Altaria. I switch into Altaria a lot against Charizard. I know it's not super great because Dragon Claw, and he does get to it really fast, and it does do a good amount of damage. But I don't know, guys. I'm still. It doesn't really do that much. I mean, you can still take it, and you're still doing a lot to Charizard. So anyway, we're just charging up. Not charging up, but we're just doing as much damage as possible to his Altaria. We do bring in Froslass. I am going to go ahead and shield this one up. Going to be that Sky Attack would have definitely knocked me out. I do go for my Avalanche right now to knock out this Altaria. Let's see if it does. Of course it does. So then he brings in Charizard. I switch immediately into my Poliwrath because I know I could take a Blast Burn. I know I could take a Dragon Claw. We are Water type and we're kind of bulky, so obviously we could take it. Just charging up extra energy. We actually charge up quite a bit of extra energy that he's able to get off another charge move, so perhaps that wasn't the best move, but it doesn't matter because we could take it. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Ice Punch against his Charizard. It will not knock it out, but we have another Ice Punch because we were able to farm up extra energy, and this will knock out the Charizard, and that will seal the deal. So we do go ahead and win this one. So very, very, very good game. Very good game. Very well played to all these games. Very well played to my opponent. So let's jump into the next one, leading with Charizard. He does lead with Poliwrath. So this is really not favorable for us. I am charging up extra energy. I was going to try and catch the Ice Punch, but I don't know, I just wasn't fast enough. So he's going to hit us with Ice Punch. So I decided to just go for the Blast Burn because I knew it would still do a lot to a Poliwrath, although he will shield it, so we do take a shield from him, bringing in that Wishcash, getting to my Mud Bomb. So we are going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb, and that will do a decent amount, and he does go ahead and pull the switch into Charizard, so that's totally fine. I was actually shocked that he went into Charizard. I am going to go straight for the Blizzard, so hoping to do a lot to Charizard, and he does go ahead and shield that, so correctly shielding. That's totally cool, though. I do have two shields. I do let this attack go through. It is going to be a Dragon Claw, perhaps baiting me, but I was going to let it go through even if it was a Blast Burn. This one I was going to shield. I was going to shield the second attack, going to be a Dragon Claw, because I do want to make sure I get to this Blizzard because I know how much damage it does to a Charizard. It does a lot of damage to Charizard. Actually, it does so much that it knocks it out. That's how crazy it is. But Poliwrath will come in and hit us with a charge move. I will let it go through. It will be that Ice Punch. We actually survive. And we survive so much so that we're able to get to another Mud Bomb. And I did not think I was going to. So we do get to another Mud Bomb and knock out his Poliwrath. So we bring in the Froslass. And this is going to be a good game because we still have a shield and one Sky Attack from like full health. Well, not at full health, but wouldn't knock me out. But again, I still have a shield anyway. So I am going to go ahead and shield this one up. So it is that Sky Attack, of course. And then we're just going to be able to farm down Noctowl and win. So yeah, Froslass, I'm loving it. I really am. I really am. So wow, we're going on the 19-minute mark. So as I said, relatively longer video for you guys today. I hope you do enjoy it. I know I've featured Froslass in previous cups, but again, it deserves a spot in this cup because I feel like a lot of people are overlooking Froslass because I really haven't seen it too much in the battles I've done. But it's such a good Pokemon. I know you guys know it's a good Pokemon. We've seen it in previous cups, but it's just so good that I feel like it deserves to be featured in a video, even though we've used it in quite a bit of videos. So we do go ahead and take his shield. He's going to get off a charge move. I do shield this one up because I want to get to another Shadow Ball, or I want to get off another Shadow Ball. We were at the Shadow Ball. I am going to go ahead and get it off. So that Shadow Ball does not knock out Poliwrath. You can see the bolt coming through, but we're able to finish him off with Powder Snow. So, was that Froslass laughing? It looked like Froslass was laughing. I don't know. So, we do get off an Avalanche. I decided not to switch. I just decided to go for the Avalanche, and we do successfully go for it. He does shield, so we do take his last shield, so that's really good for us. I bring in my Poliwrath. We could take these attacks from Charizard, as you guys know. Ice Punch. Going to be doing a decent amount of damage, nothing crazy, but again, we could take a Blast Burn. He actually pulls the switch into Whiscash to catch the Ice Punch, so nicely played on his end. I am going to go ahead and switch myself into Altaria. So my goal basically is to just try to knock out this Whiscash, and then we can get a lot of damage off against his Charizard. So we do get off the Sky Attack to try and maybe knock out this Whiscash. I actually deliberately don't charge up all the way because I didn't want to knock him out. I wanted to have energy charged up, and after he got off a charge move, I thought that may have been a mistake, but it was only a Mud Bomb, so that was good for us. And now I am able to charge up before he gets to a Dragon Claw because I deliberately only went for the Nice on that previous charge move, and we're able to knock out the Charizard with Sky Attack. So we do go ahead and win that one. So very good game, very good game. So let's jump into another one. I do lead with my Altaria. He does lead with his Charizard. So I'll take this lead. I mean, we've seen it before. Obviously, we know he takes 4 or 5 spins to get to Dragon Claw. So here comes the Dragon Claw. So Dragon Claw is going to come out against my Altaria, and that will do a good amount of damage. He does switch into Noctowl, and I'm okay. I am going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack. We do have energy loaded, so Sky Attack will come out. He will shield that, and then I will switch into my Froslass. Now, as I've mentioned before, we do have to shield if we... I mean, we would have lived that, but, you know, we still would have taken a lot of damage. But, so we do get to an Avalanche. Maybe I should... I mean, we would have lived the Sky Attack. I don't know. But either way, we knock out the Noctowl, so he decides not to shield. Probably because he wanted to bring in Charizard and farm me down, but we are going to be able to get to an Avalanche, and this Avalanche will be met with a shield, so he does decide to shield that up, and he will go for the charge attack, which is going to be a Dragon Claw, and we actually do survive it. He switches into Altaria and knocks me out with Dragon Breath, so nice play before I could get to an Avalanche. I bring in my Altaria, and my goal is to go for the Dragon move, Outrage? No, Dragon Pulse, and I do get to it, but I was afraid I wouldn't, so I clicked on the Sky Attack, but I would have been able to get to it because I was there, so perhaps definitely a mistake, but that's okay. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and try to farm this Altaria down. He does get to a charge attack, though, which is going to be a Sky Attack. And then I'm just trying to farm him down, and I'm not able to do so. So, yeah, I mean, I should have went for that Dragon move, Dragon Pulse, but it didn't work out for me. I was afraid I wouldn't get there, and we do get there, but I immediately click on the Sky Attack because I didn't think I would be able to get there. But you guys get the point. That's okay. So, Froslass versus Breloom, definitely positive for me. We resist his fighting moves like Dynamic Punch, and I do get to my Avalanche, which will not be shielded, so he does allow Breloom to go down. Charizard comes in, and I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Poliwrath, charging up to Ice Punch, and he brings in his Altaria, so perfect for me. Definitely has to be shielded, or he's going to take a little bit more than half, I think, about half. We get to another Ice Punch, so Poliwrath, as you guys know, wins this matchup, depending on shields, but because he is double weak to Ice. And he will get to a Sky Attack. Obviously, I have to shield it if I want to try and win the matchup. So we do shield it, and we are just going to charge up. We do have that Ice Punch ready to go, so the Ice Punch will come out, and it will knock out Altaria. He decides not to shield. He brings in his Charizard. I am going to allow this to go through, so Dragon Claw does come through. We actually live it, and I am going to go ahead and go for the Ice Punch, so we are able to get off some damage, but he decides to shield, so no damage will go through, but at least we take a shield, trying to get to the Ice Punch. Not able to, but that's okay. We're in a dominating position. We really can't lose this one because we could take his attacks, Plus, we have a shield so we can get to that Blizzard, which is definitely going to knock out Charizard. So we're definitely going to win this one. We just have to get to the Blizzard. He gets off another charge move, and I will shield this just in case it's a Blast Burn and just in case it knocks me out. So it is a Blast Burn, but we do get to the Blizzard. So we are going to go ahead and be able to win this last and final game. And those were really great games. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.